I'm really tired. It's always hard for me to get out of bed in the morning. But I want to get up since I have an 8:30 call and I want to start the day right by cooking. I haven't cooked in a while. So, yeah, let's get up. Yeah. Shinga. I have a meeting. I need to focus here. Yeah, no updates from Brian yet, but we can start once you're ready. Yeah, I tried searching for it, but I couldn't really find it. That's why. But Brian also mentioned that he has a channel, so. Just finished my meeting and I plan to buy some eggs since we ran out of eggs a few days ago. That was a long meeting and I felt like it dragged on for a while, but I'm glad it's done. Yeah, so I'll just get some eggs. Stop it. It looks like it's gonna rain. That's why I decided to drive. So this week I also met up with my girlfriend. We played bowling and we ate dinner with some friends. It was fun. It's been long since I went bowling, so it was pretty nice to try it out again. It's pretty expensive though, but that's the sad part. And then afterwards I spent some time co-working with my girlfriend at her place. So it's nice since they have a roof deck in their condo, which you can work at, and there's Wi-Fi. So we just worked there almost the whole day, and yeah, it was fun. For me, I feel like I'm more productive when I'm working with her, because since with my ADHD, it's a lot easier for me to work when I'm with someone because of the body doubling concept. It's like I'm pressured to work since someone else is working, so that's a thing. So we did some work and then now I'm back here, and then I caught up and I tried catching up on some video editing that I was doing. That's why I've been busy. And yeah, now I'm filming this video. I'm gonna park here first and take a short walk. I'll just get some eggs. Magkano itlog, te? 10 isa. Nice. Got my eggs. So as I was talking about earlier, for this video I want to talk about how I got my job opportunities. So for context, I have 3 jobs right now. 2 part-time and then 1 is full-time, I guess. But we're not gonna be too sure. So these 3 companies don't know I'm juggling them. But you know, that's just something I gotta do, since none of them really provide security in terms of job security. Not all of them are sure if they're gonna go long term with me. So as someone who doesn't like not having cash flow or income, I just gotta do what I gotta do. So in this video, I want to talk about how I got these job opportunities, what I did to get them, what I think worked, what I think I could improve. And yeah, hopefully if you're someone who's also looking for work, this might be helpful for you. This video has been long overdue. I was supposed to do it last week. I also had a batch of filming for this one, but I wasn't too satisfied with it while I was editing, so I want to redo it again. So for the jobs I'm in, I think it's been 1 month since I've been doing them. For the full-time video editing job that I just got in, it's only been a week, and you know, there's some developments that makes me unsure if they're gonna keep working with me. So that's why I think it's nice that I have these backup jobs. But anyway, we're here. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so let's get some breakfast. Oi!
Hello, baby. Hello. Come on.
Water kasi. Sabi init. Right, let's have some breakfast. I actually want to divide this video into 3 parts since I have 3 jobs, like I said earlier. And how I got each of those jobs is a bit different. So I think that's interesting in a way that there are 3 different methods in terms of how I got them. So I just want to share those with you in case they might be helpful if you're looking for work as well. So the 3 jobs I have, one is I'm working part-time for a real estate company. They want to create content for YouTube, and I'm helping them build the systems and also plan their content and also edit, of course, because I'm mainly a video editor for them. So that's the first company I'm working with. Let me try out the eggs. That is nice. I like the crunch of the eggs. So that's the first company I'm working with. The second company I'm working with is a mental health organization in the UK, and I'm doing video editing for them. They have courses that they're launching, and they have some recorded videos that need editing. So that's the second company I'm working for. It's part-time, similar to the first one. It's all part-time. And then the third company I'm working for is also an aspiring YouTube channel, and they have rental businesses all over the world. And yeah, like how I got it is also a bit unique, so I want to share more about it in a bit. Okay, I'm done eating. I couldn't film while eating. It was really hard. Let me just wash some dishes and probably, oh yeah, let me talk about the first stuff while washing dishes. Ooh, some soap. So for some context, back in January, I lost my job, which was a video editing job for a health and wellness company. It was a pretty small team. It was just a solopreneur who was trying to build his business and also build his app. Sadly, he didn't have much sales in the business, and also he didn't have much traction in the business. So, you know, at the end of it, he couldn't pay people anymore. But it was still a bit shocking for me, since when I onboarded with him, I did ask what his sales situation was, and he said he wasn't closing sales, but he said that if ever he doesn't have sales yet in the next 1 to 2 months, he can apply for a loan so he can continue to pay me. Since I did say that growing on YouTube takes time, it might take 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months of consistent posting. So yeah, like, or even not just 3 months, even 6 months or even more. I was really intentional with asking him what his plan was, or how he was gonna sustain YouTube if he's not making money. So sadly, on the second day of January, we hopped on a call. It was supposed to be a strategy call on how we were gonna jump off the year. That was my expectation, but it sadly became a offboarding call where he just straight up said, I've been thinking and I realized I can't pay you anymore, or I can't do YouTube anymore. I need to focus on building the business, which I understood. Like for me, I had that feeling that he really needed to make that push. He needed to make a different hire, or yeah, like generally, I had that feeling that it wasn't gonna turn out well. So I offboarded, and I was a bit shocked afterwards. It took me 3 days to recover, but yeah, at the end of it, I was able to recover. So yeah, that's why one of my videos was really, I got laid off, since I did get laid off, and it was shocking. But see, like, I'm back on my feet a bit, so that's a good thing. So now I want to talk about the stuff I did after getting laid off, like legit 3 days after I got laid off, that I think really helped me find these job opportunities that I have today. I will just make coffee. So for the real estate job, I think the tip I can give you in terms of one thing you can do is to optimize your profile online. So one of the things I did after I lost my job as a video editor was I went on LinkedIn, I changed my LinkedIn status and everything else. I changed my bio and changed it into a YouTube editor or a video editor or even a YouTube strategist. I think I changed it into that. And then afterwards, I started making more content. I started posting. My first post was actually a lead generation post. If you don't know what lead generation is, it's basically to attract the people that you want to work with by providing something for free, or you know, like a service for free. So for me, I made a post in public, both on my Facebook and my LinkedIn, saying that I'm offering free video editing services. If you know anyone who might need this, or if you are that someone, feel free to send me a DM. I also started posting more on LinkedIn, so anything that I could think of, honestly, within the day, my random thoughts, my thoughts as a video editor, as a freelancer, everything else. So basically my goal was to increase my presence on LinkedIn and on all other social media platforms. So where am I going with this? When I optimized my LinkedIn, I think after 2 or 3 weeks, I received a message from a recruiter, which was nice, since at least it's them messaging me now. But this was just one recruiter. I also had other recruiters do this, but this was the one that landed me my first job, which is the one in real estate. So when the company messaged me, I immediately asked questions about what the role is. So they're actually a recruitment company or a VA company, and they have clients who are looking for video editors. So the process was I'll be hopping on calls with different clients, and then on the same call, they'll be judging whether they want me as a video editor or not. It was a bit challenging since the calls were usually 12 a.m. midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. since the clients were mostly in the US. So I kept missing the calls and ended up not joining majority of the calls until one night I decided to just try it out. So I tried it out one night and the clients liked me. So it was actually pretty pressuring since they needed my decision right after the call. I didn't have 3 days to decide or anything. So yeah, this VA company was really good at finding clients, and they were able to land me this first job, which is for that real estate company. So what's my lesson here? I think really optimizing my profile and making more posts online helped me out. Since one, I was able to at least have the keywords in my profile like video editor, YouTube, and everything else, just so recruiters online, if they're searching for that specific role, especially on LinkedIn, they'll find me and they can just reach out. So I think that was the benefit of me optimizing my profile. So it wasn't really a direct video editing role that I got since I'm technically a VA, but as a video editor for them. So yeah, but it still got me a job, so that's a big thing. It's not the ideal job, but at least it gets me some money, which is nice. So yeah, that's my first tip. Really try to optimize your profile. Make some Facebook posts or some LinkedIn posts if you can. Just really try to be more active online, and hopefully it will attract the attention you need for those recruiters or anyone who might be interested in your service. I got injured. Got caught in between the little spaces when I was closing my tripod. Ouch. But anyway, so that's how I got my first job. It was really on LinkedIn. Someone just reached out since I optimized my profile, and then yeah, like it's all good now. I have them as a client. Okay, we're back in my room. Hey, Shinka. Okay, so let me talk about the second job that I got. So the second job I got is a video editor for a mental health company in the UK. In terms of how I got this, the tip I can give you is to reach out to your network and do some outreach. So with this one, I tried everything. When I got laid off, I made a post online, and that's how I got the first job earlier. And then I also started reaching out to people since it was sort of like a desperate attempt at that point. I sent DMs everywhere. I messaged my old bosses. I messaged other people I've worked with before, other people I've chatted before, abroad and local. I started asking for referrals. One of the people I coached before in the past told me about this company, this mental health company that's really doing good work. And he said, they're actually looking for people to work with. They're looking for volunteers. You might be interested in working with them maybe. He said I might be a good fit. So I remembered that and I told myself, okay, like maybe this is a good time to reach out. So I reached out to them through email, and then I also followed up on LinkedIn, and I told them, hey, I am a video editor based in the Philippines. I'm also trying to build a nonprofit here in the Philippines, but I focused my email on being a video editor. I said I want to work with them and see if there's anything that I can help them with. So yeah, I sent it out on email, and then when I followed it up via LinkedIn, the founder replied to me and told me to just schedule a call with him. So we did. And then on that call, I just shared what I can do. I said I can do videos part-time or even full-time, and then I gave my rates. In their standards, my rates are pretty low, so they were quick to say yes. They were quick to see the value I had since I was pretty cheap. So yeah, like that's how I landed it. It was really because I did my outreach and I started pitching what I can do to people. And this wasn't the only opportunity I got from outreach. I also got referrals from my boss back in 2021 who recommended me to some of his network, and it was really helpful, honestly. Even my friends were sending me job opportunities just because I asked for help. So I think that's the value of what happened. I was really asking for help already at that point, and people were willing to help. People were sending me job postings, sending me referrals and everything else. And I think one thing I can share is really the power of referrals. It's really powerful. And one of my bosses explained this to me. He said that companies usually pay their employees when there's a successful hire from their referrals. So employees who are actually referring people into the company, they're motivated to follow up with HR to see if their referral is still in the process since they're getting paid. So yeah, I realized that having a referral system or building your own referral system is actually a really effective way of going about job hunting. So now I feel like that was something I wish I improved when I was in college. Probably just building my network of people who have good connections, building my own network of people, and yeah, like generally just being good at networking. I feel like it's a powerful skill to be good at networking, so if there's a way for you to do that, I hope you can. So yeah, so that's how I got my second job as a video editor in this mental health company. It's doing well. Like, I've been working for them for 2 months. The thing is though, like, that's why I'm taking other jobs as well, since I'm not too sure how long they'll have me as a video editor, since I think this is probably just trauma from my past experience of losing a job. I have a feeling that at some point, let's say when I've finished editing all of their videos for their courses, they might say that, you know, they don't need video editing anymore. So that's just my worry. That's why I'm still taking other jobs, since I need that security. I need to make sure that I have cash flow coming in. Yeah, so that's just the fear, I guess, when doing contractual work. When you're working for people overseas, you're not really sure how long they'll keep you. Even if you add value to them, sometimes it's just not the value or the service they're looking for. But anyway, that's out of the topic. So that's how I got my second job. It was really through referrals and me reaching out to my network and other people's network so I can get some leads on possible job opportunities. Okay.
Tulog ka lang. Tulog ka lang.
So down to our last one. So my third job is as a video editor for an entrepreneur. He does rental businesses all over the world, and he wants to grow a YouTube channel. So with this one, it's pretty unique the way I got them. The tip I can give you that landed me this third one is really putting myself out there, and this is through YouTube. I think it doesn't have to be YouTube, it can be on any social media platform. But for me, YouTube helped out. So when I got laid off, I also started posting YouTube videos about my journey of being laid off and my journey of finding a job. And there were lots of people who were really supportive in the comments, people who were telling me to just keep going, telling me that before they thought getting laid off was the worst thing, but it was actually one of the best things that happened in their lives. There were a lot of people who commented, and I think it got me to reach people all over the world and even within the Philippines that helped me find this job. So with one of my videos, I was able to reach a creative director who worked with a company that does support for YouTube channels or growing YouTube channels. And he said, if I need a job, just let him know. So I sent him an email and we got into talking, and then we hopped on a call, and then we started talking about what opportunities I can try out. He said as a video editor, I have potential and I should try this other role that they have open for one of their clients. Yeah, that's how I met this client. I started a 2-week work trial with them. I edited videos, and then I got accepted. I wouldn't have gotten my entry point to YouTube if I didn't start making my own YouTube videos. And the reason why I even started making YouTube videos was because I wanted to have long-form content already in my portfolio. I didn't have any long-form content yet in my portfolio, so I had to make my own. I wanted to pitch to YouTube channels that are doing long-form content, but if they asked, what have you edited before, I wouldn't have anything to show since I don't have anything. So I made my own, and I think that's a good strategy you could use if you're just starting out. But anyway, if I didn't make my first YouTube post, if I didn't document my journey of losing my job, I wouldn't have reached people in the comment section. I wouldn't have met with this guy who connected me with this other company. I wouldn't have met the creative director of that company and worked with him with some videos. And I wouldn't have landed this third role that I'm currently working on. So that's the whole story behind it. It was just because I made a post online and I was just documenting my life, documenting my journey. I think it really helped. So yeah, that's how I landed my third role as a video editor. And yeah, I know it's a lot, but At the end of the day, I still need that stability. Like I said, none of the roles I have are sure in the long term. Like, let's say maybe a month later, one of them would let me go, and I wouldn't want to be in a position where I didn't have cash flow coming in. I think it was really just the trauma of not having money for almost a year. I have some other tips that I feel like are gonna be helpful if you're also looking for a job, and I think they're pretty simple. The first tip I can give you is to still try to allot time to take care of yourself while doing this job hunting journey. I know it's not easy to take care of yourself. There's a lot of pressure to find a job, and there's a lot of frustration when you feel like there's not much progress with what you're doing. But I think it was really something that helped me when I was looking for a job. I would still have my weekly meetups with my girlfriend. I would still have my social life. I would really have hobbies on the side just so I'm not just doing the job hunt. So I think that's one tip I can give you. Really take care of yourself. That's one of the biggest things I feel like you can do for yourself. Take care of your health. Take care of your mental well-being. Go exercise, go have a social life, eat healthy food. Just do anything you can to take care of yourself while you're looking for work. And yeah, it's not gonna be perfect. Like for me, I had some days where I didn't take care of myself well, but I had days where I had that extra push to take care of myself. And I was also lucky to have the support system in place, like my girlfriend, my family, and my friends who were helping me out. So yeah, really just try to take care of yourself while you're doing this.
Ano? Gising ka?
Did I wake you up?
Go sleep, sleep, sleep.
Oh. Yeah, so I think that's it for this video. Those are all the tips I have so far. I'd love to make a new one once I update my job hunting strategy. I don't know, maybe someday I'll have some updates. But hopefully if you're looking for work, I hope you find one soon. Leave a comment below if you're looking for work. Perhaps we can talk. I can help you out, or I don't know, set up some systems for you to find work. Or if you're also looking to transition careers or to find another type of job, yeah, leave that in the comment and maybe we can talk, through email or whatever. Yeah, this is a shorter video than usual, but at least I was able to share what I could share. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any thoughts on what I just shared. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.